Kinane in the corner. Her third from outside. Zone. Shot. It's good! Espinal pulls up, knocks it down! We kick off 2024 with ice hockey from the Driscoll Arena as conference play begins here in the month of January for the Diamond Bengals. Hello again, everybody. I'm Evan Massoud. Happy New Year. Great to be back with you on Fred TV. The Bengals, the last time we saw them, played to get into the championship game of the Prenda Cup Series right here in December. They won that game against Mount Hope, a blowout, an explosion of goals late in the game to propel them to that win. They got listed on the schedule, the official results, as a tie against Somerset Berkeley in that Prenda Cup game because during the regular season, no shootouts. There's no playing to a winner. It's a tie in the books, but they went to shootouts to determine the cup, and the Bengals beat the Raiders for the Prenda Cup. Since then, they're 2-2. They're coming off of a shutoff loss in their last game on the road out in Attleboro. So they're looking to bounce back tonight. At 3-2-1, their season very similar so far to South Shore, tonight's competition. They're 3-3-1. So two evenly matched teams in the conference. I think Diamond's got a bit of an edge just because of some of the Durfee players. As you know, it's a co-op for the second year in a row here. So I think that lends the advantage to Diamond, but we'll see how it all shakes out. We have great hockey action coming your way. Should be a good one tonight. Stay with us on Fred TV.
'Tis the season of giving. The Fall River Traffic Department is giving you a holiday discount through the annual Ticket Amnesty Program. During this 5-week grace period, which begins December 1st, if you pay off your unpaid parking tickets, all late fees will be waived. You may pay your balance in person with cash, money order, or credit card, and no appointment is necessary. Or for contactless payment via money order, just call 508-324-2577 with your plate number handy to find out how much you owe. A secure drop-off box is available at the 3rd Street Government Center entrance. Personal checks will not be accepted. Director of Traffic and Parking Laura Ferreira reminds everyone that having unpaid parking tickets will prevent you from renewing your driver's license and vehicle registration. Be sure to take advantage of this limited time offer from the Fall River Traffic Department, which ends January 5th, 2024.
Hello, my name is Laura Ferreira, the Director of Traffic and Parking. During a snowstorm, your safety is our first priority. At times, a parking ban may be necessary to ensure access for emergency vehicles and to allow plows to clear streets. A general rule is park on the side of the street opposite the fire hydrant. For more information, please visit our website at www.fallriverma.org and search parking ban. In addition, you may call the Mayor's office at 508-324-2600 or the Office of Traffic and Parking at 508-324-2123. New England weather can be unpredictable. Notification of a parking ban will be made early to give residents the opportunity to move their vehicles. Thank you for your assistance and cooperation.
We welcome you back inside the Driscoll Arena. Evan Massoud with you as we are just about ready for the puck drop here on this Wednesday, January the 3rd. Can't believe it's already 2024. It's been an incredibly fast school year to this point. And, you know, it always seems that in an election year, which it was at the end of 2023, that at the end of when we have an election year, the end of that year from September on is usually kind of a blur because there's so much going on with, you know, preliminaries, then there's debates, and then there's other forums, and then we have the main election, and then, oh, by the way, a couple days later, we have Veterans Day services and the parade, and then on election years, we host Thanksgiving Day football, for Durfee and New Bedford, so that's another big production. And then we come back from Thanksgiving, and it's the Children's Holiday Parade and Christmas tree lighting and all that. So, man, when you sum it up that way, 2.5 months can seem like 5 minutes. It doesn't feel like it when you're working it, but, man, we did have a lot going on from September to December, and basically what was the first 35 to 40% of the school year. So we're already just about halfway through, which is really amazing. Martin Luther King Day is basically the halfway mark for the school year. So time is passing us by here, and we got a lot of winter sports left for you. Got a nice preview. You know, we were supposed to have girls basketball at Durfee in December, the Attleboro game on Monday the 18th, but as you may recall, we had that pretty crazy nor'easter rainstorm that went from Sunday into Monday. Bunch of the schools lost power. Further west from us in Attleboro, they had even more flooding and more power outages, so they canceled on us because they couldn't get to us, and they certainly couldn't host us. The boys were supposed to be on the road, so that game is slated to be made up on Sunday in February. Don't have the exact date in front of me at the moment, but I'll have it for you in just a sec. For those of you wondering, makeup game will be Sunday, February 11th, and they're going to be morning games. So, you know, that's one that we're unfortunately not going to get because it is a Sunday, but we're going to do we have girls basketball next week. We actually have quite a few games because the boys are away for a while over the next couple weeks. So, but yeah, busy end of the year for sure as we get ready for hockey here tonight. And this is our only live broadcast of the week. And but we'll be back at it next week with a couple games as well. So great to be back in the saddle. Great to have a voice back. I had not much for you in December, but feeling quite a bit better, luckily. So Bengals in the huddle here at their goal to start us off. The first line for Diamond has been explosive, even going back to last year, but so many returners, as I talked about in that Prenda Cup game. It does look like we're going to pause for the national anthem tonight. So we'll get to those starters for you right after we honor our nation. All right, 15 minutes is on the clock here. Really no pause. Basically, players get their helmets on, their gloves back on, and go right to center ice for the drop. The South Shore Vikings, led by head coach Derek Mariani, Coming in here at 3-3-1. Their first line here, they have Jack Chanteller, number 10. Number 14, Ethan Collins. Number 15, Tommy Jenkins. Number 21, Tommy Julian. Number 23, Lucas Collins. And starting in goal, number 30, Tanner Graydon. For Diamond, number 6, Owen Vernon. Number 9, Evan Kamara. Number 11, Bryce Medeiros. Number 19, Landon Freitas. Number 22, Jacob Almeida. And in goal, number 31, Trent Souza is your starting six, really, with the goalies, your first lines for both teams. Those of you NEP Bruins fans at home, you know there was a group that would go, season ticket holders years ago, used to go to a lot of Friday night games with my dad, my uncle, my cousin, and as soon as the puck dropped, they'd say, "Let's go, hockey, hockey, hockey," and you could hear them around the arena, and it was this, and they were in different seats, each season. They didn't always have the same exact seats, but it was the same group of people. That's something I always remember. So here we go. Puck has dropped. Let's go. Hockey, hockey, hockey. Bengals on the offensive push right out of the gate here. Had got one centered up right in front. This one got past the blue line back into the neutral zone, so everybody asked to vacate, and Diamond will proceed forward once again. The Prenda Cup Championship game that I referenced in the open was actually covered by one of my former colleagues, Tara Peckham, who runs Blue Raider Studios and the television program over at Somerset High. Shot taken, and nice play there. Stopped right with the pads and the glove by Graydon. She and her students covered the first game on the Wednesday night, and then we came in and we covered the game against Mount Hope. Those were the two games to get you into the championship game for the Cup. And she covered with her crew on the Saturday. So we did air that. Actually, it's still airing now. And it's on the web on our YouTube channel. So we appreciate them sharing that coverage. They had some students broadcasting. So different voices than you're used to hearing. It's not me. But nonetheless, great to have that as well, for the history archives and for you to see at home if you didn't make it to the game. Centering pass there right past the crease. Bengals able to clear it out of the zone as they send it from the neutral zone down the other side of the ice. That is not icing, of course, because it was sent from the neutral zone, kept in by the skates, and dumped back to the same corner on the bench side. Vikings, and a slip. Back to his feet, takes the shot, and Ryan Sanford from the second line. This is going to be a tough play out, just wide of the post. Very close, almost our first goal of the night as James Huey put it on net. He baited Souza, and Souza tracked him the whole way, got him to one side, shifted him to the other, and then tried to go to the open side of the net and missed by inches. Another chance for the Vikings. That's off the skate of R.J. Leach. Down the ice. Kane Aguiar, coast to coast, takes a shot, and a save by Graydon. Got a beautiful feed right in front of his bench and stormed right into the Vikings side of the ice. No disrespect to the home team, but these Vikings uniforms are absolutely awesome. They look great on the ice, of course, too, because, the green and the gold, but almost looks like something, from the Green Bay Packers or something. I mean, it's great colors. We were talking before the game, so we rarely use, there's certain colors we don't get to use very much. Like on our graphics, we match the uniforms and whatnot, right? So, a lot of white is used for home teams between Durfee and Diamond. So we see the white background for the home logos, but green is not one we get to use very often. And it's we see a lot of blue, a lot of red, a lot of black. That's pretty much it. So anytime we kind of get a different look, and the Mayflower team's very different than the Durfee Conference of the Southeast Conference, and which was Old Colony and Big Three. A lot of the same colors there between all the teams, but in the Mayflower, the teams that Diamond play within their conference, some different colors. Old Colony has kind of burgundy and gold. Of course, here South Shore, they have green and this yellowish gold, and so there's some different looks as that one goes just over the crossbar on a high one-timer right from the point. And this will go all the way down. That should be a whistle. Oh, no icing. Okay, must have been touched because that definitely came from the other side of the ice. Crossing pass, shot taken. It's no good. It was disrupted by the Vikings player that went down. Another one centered right in front and flipped back towards the net, but wide to the left. Bengals putting on a lot of pressure. Fast-paced game to start us here. Good speed, good flow through 4 minutes. Crunch. Great pass in traffic. Weaving his way. Shot is blocked with the stick. Graydon denying Freitas. Our official takes a tumble now. The ice is definitely playing well. We mentioned that in December too. Another centering pass. Nobody home that time. The Vikings going to try to clear it out. Actually goes the other way with the puck. Now back to the neutral zone, and everybody will vacate and reset. May have a change here as well as the Vikings sending some players off the ice. Too many players on the ice. Yeah, they got that puck. A tough situation. The puck went right towards the bench. And there were more than 5 guys on the ice. The Bengals will have a power play here at 4:58 in the first. 10:02 to play in the first period. Daniel Keating running camera tonight. Back from college on winter break here. Back from Hofstra. Great to have him with us. Always nice to have our alums back, and putting in some hours during the break helps us out tremendously. So he'll be with me for the next couple weeks on a few games along with our regular crew. Waiting to see who is going to serve this 2-minute minor penalty, and heading over to the box here. Looks like that's number 8, Lucas Buzin. So Diamond with the man advantage here, and they've had some great opportunities to score already, and now they'll be up 1 player. Gavin Peters going from corner to corner, put one in front. Did it go or no? Graydon with the save. And now a break, a chance for the Vikings, shorthanded, shot taken, it's blocked. Souza with the skate. What a bid there from Hui. That's number 2 in terms of his shots on net. Up the ice. Sanford Dumps it back. Reinforcements coming for the Bengals. Now down in the corner right side, going behind the net. Try to get it back to the point. And they do. Shot taken. Pad save. And it comes out all the way back down the ice. 90 seconds gone in the power play for Diamond. Vikings doing a nice job here. Oh, good dump off. Sends it back. And it's good! Bengals score first! A power play goal at 6:40 in the first. Bryce Medeiros puts the Bengals ahead here. And Diamond leads 1-0. That play kind of developed and then fell apart a bit, and then it gave Bryce a chance at a shot. And that's going to go. Back-to-back goals for the Bengals in 16 seconds. This one at full strength. At 6:56. And this time, it's Jesse Costa, number 15. This is very similar to, what happened in the Mount Hope game. It was a close game throughout, and then later in the game, Diamond exploded for 3 goals in less than 5 minutes. Put the game away. And not saying that's the case right now, as that puck was loose with an open right side of the net. Way too early to say it's out of reach, but 2 straight goals like this is definitely a momentum changer and a momentum builder for the home team, and something that can really take your confidence away in a hurry if you're the visitor. You saw Graydon, he took the first goal, and that second one, he slammed the ice, not happy that it got through. One that he felt he should have saved. How about that takeaway on the faceoff by Almeida? Right down the ice. Shot! And it's good! Number 3 for Diamond. You kidding me? Talk about doing it yourself. Matthew Almeida just schooled Graydon and the Vikings. This one at 7:36. Holy cow. That's incredible. Three goals in 64 seconds. Unbelievable. They still haven't put the score up on the in-house board, probably still writing it all down, but it is 3-0. There it is. There's the third goal. I remember, this is going back quite a while, those of you who have followed our sports coverage, that's off the post. Does that go through? No, that's in. Goal number 1 of the night for the Vikings. Jackson Hoey, number 17, gets one back 30 seconds later. Could be a long game. Going back to what I was about to say, I started this job in May 2012. So my first winter was 11 years ago. And in those first 2 winters, really, about 3 winters actually, 2012-13, 13-14, and then 14-15, I was primarily shooting highlights of games. I was going about 3 or 4 games a week, getting highlights, editing those, doing kind of, what you see on Channel 12, the sports wrap, that sort of thing, because we had a weekly news show on our sister channel, on the government channel, Channel 18, FRG TV. And one of the games I filmed here, I came for the first period, get early highlights, because it was an earlier game. I had to hit basketball at 7. And I remember I was filming, used to film down in the corner at the glass. Because for highlights, you could be a little more creative with the angles, Anyway, I digress. Long story short, Diamond started that game with 3 goals in the first, I think it was 90 seconds. I'd have to look back. But I remember saying I've never seen anything like this right out of the gate. Well, what we just saw here in the last 3 minutes was pretty darn close in terms of a goal barrage, if you will. But I always think back to that. That was one of those great memories, seeing that. It's not the type of offensive explosion you would normally see. Put back by Chandler. And it's 3-2. That was absolutely beautiful. Right from the corner, from the boards. And Jack Chandler was right in front, put it back. It's a 1-goal game. This one at 9:48 here in the first. Vikings answering the bell after giving up 3 straight goals. 5 total goals in less than 5 minutes of game time. That's unbelievable. Looking at the same setup again. Oh, a swing and a miss. That time they went to Collins, and they almost set up the exact same play. Hard cross-check right there. Rister deflected. Vikings will take it back down the ice. Oh, collision and 3 players going down. They interrupted the flow there of Jenkins. Didn't really get a shot off. It was a save officially by Souza, but just a kind of trickling puck towards the crease, which unfortunately, I was about to say, it seems like the ice is still playing very well. Looks smooth at ground level, but I said this in December, man, there's almost the stripings here and the markings are almost non-existent. This is really not very good. I'm very surprised that new markings were not put down before the start of the year. This rink has looked much better than this in years past. The circle on our near side left is almost completely non-existent. And there's no red border around the crease. In fact, half the crease on this side is faded to white. So I'm a little surprised, a little disappointed by that. But here in the middle of the season, they're not about to melt the ice. That was for the tie, and it's no good. A save by Souza. That was James Hoey. Now back down the ice on the other side. Bengals forging ahead behind the net and along the boards. Couple more hockey games this month here at Driscoll. We got 2 Saturday games coming up. One is the last scheduled home game that's currently on the winter schedule for Diamond. We won't see Bengals basketball till pretty much the end of January and then into February. Just kind of worked out that way. Durfee with a lot of conference games at home early here in the season, so we're seeing a lot of Durfee in January, and we'll see more Diamond in February, those first couple weeks of the month. Not really anything going on during the winter vacation week, just looking ahead, and I was kind of taking a look at the schedules to see if there was anything that we wanted to tweak in terms of our broadcast calendar. Yesterday and today, our first 2 days back in the office from the holiday break, but sticking with what we have, I'm happy with what we have, and but just it's always interesting, after doing so many of these schedules, to kind of see how it all plays out. We really don't have any double bookings this year, which is great. Did that go? See a Bengals player with a stick in the air, but nope, looks like they're just going to make a change. Full line change for both sides. So yeah, kind of a strange one to me that we're going to see a lot of Durfee girls in January, more of the Durfee boys in February and end of January, with one mixed in here. The New Bedford game is a week, almost 2 weeks from tonight, and but then a lot of Diamond basketball in February. So. And the end of this month. So it just kind of, it's going to be kind of in waves. So rather than kind of a mix throughout the winter, but that's okay. Rister, an attempt at a glove hand save, but got knocked into by Collins, and it deflected, luckily, to one of the Diamond players who was guarding that side of the post. Under a minute here in what has been a wild first quarter. Broken up by Peters. Now in front. Another chance for the Vikings. Settled. Rister deflected and sent towards the boards. Along the side. Still in the zone. A swing and a miss. Comes out of the zone. And with 20 seconds back into the neutral zone, everybody will go. Dumped back in from center ice. Quick change for the Vikings, hoping to do something in 10 seconds. Kind of surprising to see a change right now, but you never know. In transition, funny things happen. 5 seconds left in this first period. Coming around and running out of time. And the buzzer will sound as the Bengals and Vikings conclude the first 15 minutes here. With a 3-2 Bengals advantage. 5 goals between the two teams here in the first period. What a exciting first 15 minutes of hockey. If this is any indication, this one might be coming right down to the final buzzer in the third. We'll see. We're going to step aside. They'll clean the ice. Probably less than 10 minutes from now, we should be back with period number 2. More live hockey after these feature pieces. Stay tuned.
I'm Alan McNamara, CEO of Main Street Projects.
And I'm Kristen Cantara Oliveira, Vice Chair of the Community Preservation Committee.
The Bradford Durfee Textile College was a prominent training center for over a century.
A critical resource that prepared thousands of young people and immigrants to gain employment.
In 1899, the state invested approximately $75,000 to construct the Bradford Durfee Textile College, named after one of the city's leading industrialists.
As technology evolved, so did the curriculum, to include classes such as mechanical engineering.
But after years of accumulating wealth, northern mill owners could not compete with mills in the south.
Alan Macumber and members of the Community Preservation Committee envisioned a transformative project to stave off demolition.
The Durfee Textile College is now a vital cornerstone of downtown revitalization. Each of the 55 law-style apartments are uniquely designed with a comfortable blend of errors.
11 of those 55 units meet affordable housing regulations set by the CPC Community Housing Fund.
Members of the Historical Commission advocated for renovation over replacement. The 100,000 square foot building contains original flooring, brick walls, staircases, and doors. New construction replicates craftsmanship of 130 years earlier.
CPA funds have supported thousands of significant projects in Massachusetts. Thank you for your continued interest in community beautification and betterment.
Fall River Public Schools has opportunities for positions in multiple areas for people looking to work with the next generation. Come grow with our team. We have openings for teachers, paraprofessionals, and teaching assistants, and other educational support positions available. We are also looking to fill operations support positions such as custodial, security, and food service. We offer competitive salary and benefit plans. We have rewarding work available in our 21st century schools and learning environments. Come grow with us. Please contact the Human Resources Department at 508-675-8420, extension 53708, or see our postings on our website at fallriverschools.org.
I'm Mike Labossiere, Watuppa Reservation Forester.
And I'm Paul Ferlin, the Administrator of Community Utilities.
Protecting open space is a benefit today, and it's a gift to future generations.
For over 150 years, Fall River has been a leader in environmental preservation. The Southeastern Massachusetts Bioreserve ensures forests and fields remain undeveloped and accessible. The Community Preservation Act is a vital component to fulfill climate goals.
Since 2017, CPA funds totaling nearly $1.3 million have been used to acquire conservation areas in Fall River. Educational programs within the Bioreserve connect families to nature and promote understanding and respect for diverse culture, history, and wildlife.
Half of Fall River, about 12,000 acres, an area the size of Mattapoisett, is protected water and woodland. Healthy forests minimize flooding, reduce erosion, and provide habitat for endangered species.
As the region expands manufacturing and technology, people are directly reliant on green infrastructure as an irreplaceable source of clean water and air.
Miles of trails wind through unique landscapes which appeal to hikers, cross-country skiers, and mountain bikers. Specific areas are open for safe seasonal hunting. The Bioreserve promises endless discoveries and recreational experiences year-round.
CPA funds have supported thousands of significant projects in Massachusetts. Thank you for your continued interest in community beautification and betterment.
Hi, I'm Kristen Cantara Oliveira. I'm a member of the Community Preservation Committee and the Historical Commission. Welcome to the Lafayette Durfee House.
I'm David Jennings, curator. Built in 1750, this is one of the best living history representations in Massachusetts.
Judge Thomas Durfee, the original owner, was also an admired patriot. Judge Durfee made sizable purchases of equipment and weapons to outfit Revolutionary War soldiers, including his own son. Generals and Minutemen frequently met here for secret and strategic military planning.
But by the 1970s, the home's significance was largely forgotten and it was slated for demolition. Preservationists rallied, first to fund the restoration and secondly to resurrect interest in the heroic Durfee family.
The original frame and foundation are intact. Craftsmen worked tediously to repair or replace decorative elements.
Visitors are encouraged to handle artifacts and work alongside artists. The Lafayette Durfee House is included in the National Register of Historic Buildings and exceeds standards of the Secretary of the Interior.
However, time continuously ravages the one-of-a-kind structure. Grants from the Community Preservation Committee, as well as monetary contributions, spearhead the efforts of tireless volunteers.
CPA funds have supported thousands of significant projects in Massachusetts. Thank you for your continued interest in community beautification and betterment.
The School Administration Building at 417 Rock Street was built over 100 years ago by craftsmen from around the globe.
And Mr. and Mrs. William Brayton, mill owners, raised their 9 children in this statement home.
Decades later, the property became too costly for a single family and was gifted to the Fall River School District. Architects reconfigured the 22 rooms to accommodate administrative staff.
By 2018, this historic structure was compromised, eliciting mold and water damage. Once dubbed the last big house on the hill, this extraordinary piece of architecture was in poor condition.
Care was shown to restore artistic elements, including the circular railing and banister, chair rails, crown molding, antique and oak flooring. And the building is now handicap accessible.
Roof work was the primary concern for the Brayton House. This new pitch surface directs water to a modernized drainage system.
10 years ago, Fall River residents voted to adopt the Community Preservation Act, which allows for a 1.5% surcharge on property tax bills to incentivize history, travel, diversity, and recreation. CPA funds have supported thousands of significant projects in Massachusetts. Thank you for your continued interest in community beautification and betterment.
Welcome back, everybody, to Driscoll Arena. Intermission is over. Quick pass of the Zamboni. We got fresh ice. Vikings playing catch-up here. They have erased a 3-0 lead to get it to 3-2. 2 unanswered goals to cut the deficit after allowing 3 goals in the first period in less than 90 seconds, which is just really, it was an incredible explosion of offensive production by Diamond, who hasn't come back out yet. So the Vikings making use of the time to stretch it out a bit. But South Shore going to work quickly and answering after Diamond's 3rd goal. Let's break it down. Bengals scored on the power play goal, the only power play of the night so far. They scored at the tail end of that 2-minute minor penalty at 6:40. That was Bryce Medeiros, 1-0 Diamond. 16 seconds later, Jesse Costa made it 2-0. And less than a minute later, Matthew Almeida made it 3-0. That was at 7:36. At 8:04, Jackson Hoey for the Vikings got them on the board. And then at 9:48, less than 2 minutes later, Jack Chanteller with a quick putback from the corner feed, the board feed here at the end of the ice, made it 3-2. And we went scoreless over the final 5 minutes. So the middle third of the 15 minutes there, that middle 5-minute period of the first period, really some wild hockey for sure. And we'll see what the second period brings. We talk about momentum swings. Diamond had it, and South Shore very quickly silencing the crowd here of home fans for Diamond and Durfee. Can't forget, this is a co-op. Remember, Diamond being the host school, that's why it's their logo and why it's considered the Bengals. The hockey team is under Diamond officially and under athletic director Bobby Bailey. So if anybody's wondering at home, if you're new to this, it's our 2nd year as a co-op, that's why. The uniforms, they tried to do something that incorporated all the colors of the teams, but it is really officially the Diamond Bengals hockey team here. Of course, we've switched sides here, so now Diamond will be trying to score right below us on this side of the ice. And a break here, a chance for the Vikings, and a great opportunity, and an even better save. Souza coming up big there in a bid to tie it up. Icing here in the first 30 seconds. I don't think we had one icing call, maybe one if that. But we had so few stoppages in play other than the penalty and the goals, that first period really was rather quick. Glove save on the one-timer from the circle. Left-handed shot. I think that was James Hoey, number 3. High off the glass, comes down, and a whistle on this side. Diamond will get the face-off here. Face-off win for the Vikings. Almost lost it though, and now Martins with the puck comes out of the zone. Stick goes flying, comes back in, and Sullivan didn't see it at first as he was still trying to gather the stick, had a chance to go at it. Now he slides at center ice, but will stay back a bit in hopes that the puck will come his way. Now he goes down and joins the rest of the Bengals. Puck back to center ice again. Vikings. McComb trying to turn it around and still here in the middle of the ice. Diamond gains the zone. Behind the net and sent back all the way down the ice. That should be icing. Nobody touched it. They waved it off. Nobody touched that puck. I'm surprised that we did not hear a whistle there. That was kind of surprising. That puck was sent from behind the red line here on these boards and went in the air all the way down the ice untouched. It did not change direction. I'm not sure why you would wave that off in that respect, but good pass, dumped back, but nobody home. Great effort there by Aguirre, as he really didn't have his footing or a good swing on the puck, but still was able to send it netward. And I think we got an offsides here against the Bengals. Looked like Aguirre came back into the zone a little quick, and they'll use the opportunity here as we wait for a neutral zone face-off. Make line changes here, both sides switching out. Diamond not sure who they want to take off the ice yet. Now they're good. They had 7 guys. Little shove there. Little check as Kamara went all the way around the boards. Now lost the puck. 2-on-1, Vikings outnumbering Almeida. But Kamara and Almeida get it back. Trying to center one off the stick of the Vikings defenders back to the other side of the net. End around. Kamara looking for space. Nothing doing. Malinowski and Medeiros battling along the boards. Bengals come away with it. Now Medeiros looking for help. They finally get a little space here. Back to him. Nice pass down here to Freitas. Freitas in front, crosses the crease between 2 players and Graydon and skates right by. Good pass. Stick was being held, it looked like. Couldn't get it free. That's a high stick. And a penalty coming our way, yes. Hand is raised, and they're going to call that high stick as soon as the Vikings touch it. And the Bengals will get themselves their second power play of the night. Michael Johnson heading to the box. Diamond will have the man advantage here. Ironically, the power play coming pretty much right around the same time that the first power play came in the first period, happening here just after the 4-minute mark. All bunched up, and not a good face-off there for Diamond. The puck was won by Diamond, and they got bunched up in the skates of both teams and sent all the way back down the ice. Now the Bengals in the neutral zone, crossing into the Vikings side of the ice. Open shot here. What are you waiting for? Take that shot, baby. Martins was kind of squaring it up. He had nobody in front of him. It was just him staring down Graydon. Waited a little too long, I think. Off the official there in the corners. Nice job there. Beautiful setup. And a great save by Graydon. Almeida went to Martins, who tried to put it right back. That's exactly how the Vikings scored their second goal. Almost the exact same setup. In front again, another chance. Yes, and that one's good. Jacob Almeida with a power play goal. His first of the night, and it's 4-2 Diamond. This one at 5:25 here in the second. Four goals for Diamond, 4 different goal scorers tonight, at least to this point in the game. Gives Diamond a little bit of breathing room. The penalty is over. We're at full strength. And Bengals with a bit. That was, that was Almeida again, and he almost hit that. Did they take that goal off the board? What is going on? Hey, there we go. Okay, 4-2. They hadn't put it up, and then they still had the power play numbers running, but we were at full strength, and we had the center ice face-off there, so now we're good. 4-2. On the scoreboard in-house, no power play, no penalty on the board, and we are at 5-on-5 hockey. Bengals keep possession. Another one crossing pass. That time was going to Aiden Farias, and he just missed. Stick was a little twisted up. Bouncer deflected right in front of Souza. Went off the boards. In front, bouncing puck actually went off of Colby Young, the Vikings player, and almost netted his own goal. Or netted it into his own goal, I should say. Graydon with quick reaction there to save a miscue. Another penalty coming here for the Vikings. And it comes during a line change again. They pointed to the bench. So I'm wondering if another too many men on the ice penalty here. Our officials are not really giving clear signals for penalties in the middle of the ice right now. So kind of that's the only thing I saw. The puck got near the bench during the change, and that's exactly how the first power play was called in the first period. So Diamond with the man advantage again. They're 2 for 2 on power plays. Make it 3 for 3, baby. Evan Kamara. And it's 5 to 2. This one at 7:29. So Diamond with 3 power play goals in 3 power play opportunities. No power plays so far tonight for the Vikings. So we're halfway through the game. Loose puck. Bengals keep it in the zone. End around, great save from Graydon. Tracking it, stuck that pad out and closed off this left side, this left post. Now one off the chest, it bounces back and is cleared out by South Shore defenders. So that's now 5 goals for Diamond, 5 different goal scorers. I will say, I love that we have some PA music and some tracks playing in between whistles and breaks here. Very much an arena and pro feel to it. Nice atmosphere for game time. South Shore with goal number 3. Once again, Diamond with a couple goals, and now the Vikings able to answer very quickly. At 8:07 here, just about 30 seconds from the previous goal, South Shore makes it a 2-goal game again, 5 to 3. Vikings showing some resilience here in this matchup. High over the crossbar and off the glass. Back to the Bengals it goes. McColb taking that one right off the leg. And that does not go. Man, they had Souza leaning the wrong way. Lucky that did not go in. Back to the neutral zone. McComb takes a shot. It was blocked, did not go. Blocked again. Bengals had a 2-on-1 there with Martins and Costa. They went to Costa, but it was deflected and blocked by the Vikings defender that was splitting between the two. And an icing against South Shore on that clearing shot. And Diamond will get the offensive zone face-off with 5:40 to play in the second. Reaching for it, but not able to keep it in the zone there was Gavin Peters. Good stretch, just not enough. Another full line change here as we'll have another neutral zone face-off. Beautiful backhand pass. Now dumped back to Almeida, who initially passed it to Medeiros, and not able to keep it in the zone. Scooping it there was Mandel. Now comes back in. Actually, that was Vernon, excuse me. Yeah, Vernon had put the glove down right along the board there at the blue line, and then it trickled behind him in the quick transition to get the stick down. So Souza with the save down the other end, and another slew of players coming on and coming off here. Not a full change for Diamond, but Coach Mariani with a full change on his Vikings squad. That went out to the point, kept in. Nice job there by Mazzoni. Back down the ice. Here comes Diamond off the skate of Malinowski. That's into the screen, to the netting. That'll stop play at 3:29. Chance for the Vikings, and it doesn't go. Souza with a tremendous save against McComb. Now Diamond on a quick break down this way. Quick transition, lots of speed, and along the boards. Behind the net. Back in front to the point. Well, Diamond was going to have their fourth power play of the game, and a little extra cross-check from Sanford is going to send him to the box too. So now 4-on-4 hockey. Well, let's see. No, they're going to keep full strength, so they're just going to serve. So we'll play full strength, no man advantage here. Bengals would have had it, but a little extra there, and the official pointed and said, yeah, you go too. Go take a seat and cool off. So 2 serving, 1 for each side on what would have been, as I said, would have been a power play for Diamond. It would have been their 4th. They did not put the penalty timer on the scoreboard. We may just keep them in the box for the final 2.5 minutes here. We'll see. That has happened. We have had that happen before. Now the penalty being added to the board as Diamond will lose a player, and the Vikings will go on their first power play here. This is a big final minute, 53 seconds of the second. If the Vikings are able to score here, they'd cut it to 1 before the intermission. So a great opportunity for South Shore Bouncing puck, Souza not able to make the play on it all the way around the boards, and it'll roll right in front of us behind the Vikings net. Taken there by Hoffman. Kept in the zone and now sent back in a pretty ugly collision there as Chantelar went down off his own guy. Had to fix the face mask and now get the gloves back on. Lost the stick as well. And that is icing. So Diamond's going to get the offensive zone faceoff shorthanded here. 1:06 to play in the period. The power play at 1:13. So there'll be 7 seconds if the Vikings don't score. 7 seconds of power play to start the third. Off the glass. Kicked and kept in by the Bengals. And now back to center ice, the neutral zone. It's on the other side of the ice now. They took a while to send it back. The Bengals did. I think that was Medeiros. Back down the ice again. Look at the speed from Kamara. We saw it last year too. He is so fast. He covers an amazing amount of ice once he gets going full steam. Remember last year in one of the games we covered, he went literally coast to coast from red line to the goal on the other side and scored all on his own. That was one of the most amazing high school goals I've probably ever seen. That'll ride the boards. 5 seconds left in the period. The Bengals survive a minute 53 of the power play. The Vikings will have 7 seconds of a man advantage when the third period begins, but they are down by 2 here at the end of 2. Bengals with 2 power play goals here in the second period, and South Shore grabbing their third goal after Diamond went up 5-2. Make it 5-3, which is where we stand now. The Bengals waiting to get off the ice. Always a bottleneck there. There's only really one door to the locker room, so they let one team go first and let the other team get in there as well. Tight quarters along the border of the ice, that's for sure. Zamboni coming back out in the third period will come up after the break here and after these pieces here at intermission. Stay tuned.
Hello, my name is Laura Ferreira, the Director of Traffic and Parking. During a snowstorm, your safety is our first priority. At times, a parking ban may be necessary to ensure access for emergency vehicles and to allow plows to clear streets. A general rule is park on the side of the street opposite the fire hydrant. For more information, please visit our website at www.fallriverma.org and search parking ban. In addition, you may call the Mayor's office at 508-324-2600 or the Office of Traffic and Parking at 508-324-2123. New England weather can be unpredictable. Notification of a parking ban will be made early to give residents the opportunity to move their vehicles. Thank you for your assistance and cooperation.
'Tis the season of giving. The Fall River Traffic Department is giving you a holiday discount through the annual Ticket Amnesty Program. During this 5-week grace period, which begins December 1st, if you pay off your unpaid parking tickets, all late fees will be waived. You may pay your balance in person with cash, money order, or credit card, and no appointment is necessary. Or for contactless payment via money order, just call 508-324-2600. 2577 with your plate number handy to find out how much you owe. A secure drop-off box is available at the 3rd Street Government Center entrance. Personal checks will not be accepted. Director of Traffic and Parking Laura Ferreira reminds everyone that having unpaid parking tickets will prevent you from renewing your driver's license and vehicle registration. Be sure to take advantage of this limited time offer from the Fall River Traffic Department, which ends January 5th, 2024.
The Gothic Revival-style arch at Oak Grove Cemetery signals the final resting place of some of Fall River's most prominent residents.
Since 1873, thousands of funeral processions have passed through these ornate iron gates. War heroes, abolitionists, mill owners, and Lizzie Borden are buried within these walls.
Despite fine craftsmanship and historical recognition, the arch was unable to withstand time and the elements, and was in danger of collapse.
10 years ago, Fall River residents voted to adopt the Community Preservation Act, which allows for a 1.5% surcharge on property tax bills. This cherished landmark was saved with funds through the Community Preservation Act.
In just 5 months, this time using some modern machinery, local contractors refurbished the granite arch and replaced sections of the gate.
A uniquely Fall River work of art and a respectful reflection for the dead has been saved for future generations.
CPA funds have supported thousands of significant projects in Massachusetts. Thank you for your continued interest in community beautification and betterment.
Watuppa Rowing Center is uniquely located on South Watuppa Pond in Fall River, the only school of its kind in the region, tuition-free and open to all.
At Watuppa Rowing Center, we're really looking for you. There's so much potential here, guys. Like, you can be a part of something so cool.
South Watuppa is a non-tidal freshwater pond, large enough to accommodate a 6-lane race course. For most of the year, we are out on the water, and during the winter months, our rowers head inside for strength and conditioning.
I thought it would be a good idea just to try it, and I came here and now I'm stuck, I guess. I love it.
We would like to have athletes or kids that want to learn to row, no matter the background, because that is how you get the diversification. This is a sport that can fit anybody who wants to do it.
Our schedule is flexible. When you are ready, we are here. We want to make you the best you can be.
We're kind of up and coming. What we want is to make sure that rowing is accessible to anybody and everybody who wants to try it.
From your first practice to your first regatta, our experienced coaches will be there to support and encourage you.
WRC Fight! I've been looking for a new hobby, so I tried it out, the summer program, and I really liked it.
At first it's going to seem real hard, but the more that you do it, the easier it gets.
Student rowers learn hard work, dedication, and integrity, vital skills that directly transfer to real life off the water. Crew is the ultimate team sport.
Ready and go! 5, yes!
When we get in that boat, we know we all have to watch out for each other, make sure we're all doing our jobs, because each part of the boat has their own job. And if you're not doing your job, then someone else is going to suffer.
Rowing can be another course to higher education. You might even be eligible for scholarships.
Our goal for us as coaches, right, is to build that foundation right now, get those kids, get high school kids, get middle school kids that might like to do it, and hopefully they love the sports as much as we do, that they want to take it to the next level.
At Watuppa Rowing Center, there is so much to see, so much to learn, and so much to love, and it's right here where you live. For more information, visit our website at watupparowingcenter.org.
Fall River Public Schools has opportunities for positions in multiple areas for people looking to work with the next generation. Come grow with our team. We have openings for teachers, paraprofessionals and teaching assistants, and other educational support positions available. We are also looking to fill operations support positions such as custodial, security, and food service. We offer competitive salary and benefit plans. We have rewarding work available in our 21st century schools and learning environments. Come grow with us. Please contact the Human Resources Department at 508-675-8420, extension 53708, or see our postings on our website at fallriverschools.org.
I'm Mike Labossiere, Watuppa Reservation Forester.
And I'm Paul Ferlin, the Administrator of Community Utilities.
Protecting open space is a benefit today, and it's a gift to future generations.
For over 150 years, Fall River has been a leader in environmental preservation. The Southeastern Massachusetts Bioreserve ensures forests and fields remain undeveloped and accessible. The Community Preservation Act is a vital component to fulfill climate goals.
Since 2017, CPA funds totaling nearly $1.3 million have been used to acquire conservation areas in Fall River. Educational programs within the Bioreserve connect families to nature and promote understanding and respect for diverse culture, history, and wildlife.
Half of Fall River, about 12,000 acres, an area the size of Mattapoisett, is protected water and woodland. Healthy forests minimize flooding, reduce erosion, and provide habitat for endangered species.
As the region expands manufacturing and technology, people are directly reliant on green infrastructure as an irreplaceable source of clean water and air.
Miles of trails wind through unique landscapes which appeal to hikers, cross-country skiers, and mountain bikers. Specific areas are open for safe seasonal hunting. The Bioreserve promises endless discoveries and recreational experiences year-round.
CPA funds have supported thousands of significant projects in Massachusetts. Thank you for your continued interest in community beautification and betterment.
About to begin the third period here at Driscoll Arena. Evan Massoud with you for conference hockey here. The Diamond Bengals hosting the South Shore Vikings. Their first game here in the month of January. And the Bengals with a 5-3 lead as we get ready for the final 15 minutes of the game. And we'll have to try to kill off a penalty that wraps around from the end of the second into this third period. Only 7 seconds left on that penalty, the bulk of it coming at the end of the second for the Vikings, and unable to cash in on the man advantage, at least in that 1 minute and 53 seconds. So they'll have 7 seconds now. But that's a tall order when you're just starting a period. You really need a face-off win and a quick shot on net to really try to make something happen. So if Diamond wins the face-off here, probably going to be the end of that power play for the Vikings. In those pieces that we've showed tonight during intermission and during the opening break, you saw the parking ban PSA we produced a couple years ago, and the ticket amnesty PSA. Yes, technically the holidays are over, but ticket amnesty goes through this Friday. So if you have unpaid parking tickets, you still can take advantage of that. Go see the traffic department at Government Center either tomorrow or Friday, and don't miss out on that opportunity. All late fees are waived. Still got to pay the base fee, so we're back to full strength. Still have to pay the base fee for your ticket, but any late fees, if you have outstanding and unpaid tickets, you can get that. There's some forgiveness there. You can get those late fees taken away so you can renew your license and your car registration. You don't have to go to the traffic department. You saw those options there as well. You can call, and the only thing that's not accepted is personal checks, basically. So that's an important one there. Try to take advantage of that if you can, if you need to and haven't done so. The other thing is the parking ban. Of course, we have the possibility here. It looks like more and more probable that we're going to get plowable snow, moderate snowfall for the first time in really over a year. Last winter was really a dud. We didn't have much snow at all. So with that said, please be careful of the parking bans, of course. We have these PSAs for the community to help and inform, part of our job as public channels. And, the parking ban is so important. Obviously, those who don't have off-street parking, it's incredibly challenging. But as best as everybody can, make room for our plow drivers so they can clean the streets as quickly and as efficiently as possible. .90 seconds gone here in the third, a little more than that. The Vikings did win that opening faceoff, and they had one shot on goal before the power play ended. They did get the puck down this way, and so they did what they needed to do. They just weren't able to score. But everything else that you wanted to happen, they made happen, got it down here. Just not able to cash in on their one and only power play in this game to this point. Diamond has had 3, and they cashed in on all 3. If you take those power plays away, very possible that the Vikings could be leading right now 3-2. So that man advantage has paid off immensely for the Diamond Bengals tonight, as they're 3 for 3 on power plays and goals scored off the power plays. One-timer from the blue line goes left of the post and slamming off the boards there, and we'll have icing. They wave off icing that time. Vikings got down here pretty quickly. Puck now leaves the zone, but Gavin Peters took a little bit of time there to make a decision behind the Bengals goal, and in that split second, 2 Vikings were crashing the boards. Almost had the puck taken away from them. Rister heard it in the glove, and Graydon falls on it to make the save. That's a great save right there. Had pressure right at the crease there. Another full change here for both sides. Not a bad crowd for a Wednesday night. Decent number of students here. The glass usually pretty well covered. Not quite like it was Prenda Cup night, of course, because that's, the start of the season, and all the teams that call this home ice have their fans here, so it's usually, very well attended. Of course, South Shore is coming from Hanover, so not quite right down the street. Bit of a drive. But they have some fans here that traveled. We heard them when Vikings scored their goals. But certainly, as I said, not the crowd we had for the December games, which were pretty crazy. Another full line change, and it is 6-3 Diamond after the goal. Time of the goal, 5 minutes and 43 seconds here in the third. And that may have just iced this one. 3 goals is a lot to overcome. Of course, we saw it earlier, how quickly the goals can be scored here, but the way Diamond has been playing tonight, not sure they're going to end up relinquishing this lead. But we shall see. We'll play it out. There's a whistle there. A helmet came off. No penalty. Just a stoppage in play so that player could get his helmet back on. Eight and a half to play here at Driscoll. And a penalty coming now. Another stoppage and another power play. And I believe this is going to be called against Diamond. It will be. Martins will go to the penalty box. 2 minutes cross-checking. And the man advantage for the Vikings, their second power play of the game. And this will take us past the halfway mark of the third period. Face-off win for Diamond. Good stick handling right there from Costa. Gets it out of the zone. Redirecting, shoved down. That looked like Almeida who got taken out there. He was trying to switch from backhand to forehand and take a shot. Couldn't do so. Out of the zone again. All the way down, right towards Graydon. Malinowski going down there to gather. Bengals keep it in the zone. 2-on-4 down there. Keeping 2 back in case of a break or a long pass. Through the legs of our official, off the boards. Trying to glove it there. Vikings with a chance and a great save from Souza. 59 seconds gone in the power play, 1:01 left in the 2-minute minor. Another shot. Punched at with the gloves. Puck is still loose in front. Can Souza get to it? They finally blow the whistle. Bengals players helping Souza out right there. Here we go. Another face-off. Won by the Vikings. Bengals get it out of the zone, though. It's a foot race. Freitas down the ice. Can't get there. The one-timer into the mitt. Well, the Vikings getting some good looks here. Another hot shot, this time off the stick of Jackson Hoey, who scored the first goal of the night for the Vikings. That's up into the net and out of play. Trying for deflection as Jenkins was set up in front near the crease. 10 seconds left on the power play, and the Bengals will take it out of the zone into the offensive zone on the other side, and they kill it off. Strong 2 minutes there. Souza tested with a lot of shots on net off of face-offs. The Diamond holds their 3-goal lead. 6-3 the score with 6:10 and counting. Hard shot all the way around the boards. That's going to be icing, big time. No doubt about it that time. Vikings will get the face-off down our end here. Next up for the Bengals, a meeting here on Saturday against the Tri-County Regional Cougars before they hit the road a week from tonight to Upper Cape Cod Tech and my favorite arena, Gallo Arena in Bourne, overlooking the canal on the other side of the canal. They'll return home Saturday the 13th, play Southeastern Regional. That was an amazing game last year, an overtime thriller. And we will have that game. That's our next hockey game, Saturday the 13th. Then Diamonds on the road for 3. Blue Hills, South Shore rematch, Tri-County rematch, before coming home for the rematch against Upper Cape Cod Tech. The Rams, that's on Saturday the 27th. We will have that game as well. Both Saturday games scheduled for 4 p.m., a little earlier, which is great. We always like that. For the Vikings, Bengals make it 7-4. This one coming at 10:24. A 4-goal lead for the Bengals. South Shore hasn't won since December 20th. They've been in it, though. This is going to be their largest deficit since the beginning of December when they lost 4-0. But they lost December 23rd, 3-2. Then they tied on the 27th 4-4, and then they lost on the 30th, their last game 5-4. So they've been in these games, conference games, just not able to eke out a win. Tonight, down by 4 with 4 to play. Next up for them, 4 straight home games, so that'll be nice. Returning home to their home ice of the Rockland Ice Rink. Blue Hills, Cohasset, Southeastern, and then a rematch. The rematch with Diamond on Saturday the 20th. So nice little homestand coming up for the Vikings. For us on Fred TV, we will have recorded coverage of swimming and diving tomorrow. That'll air before the weekend. Then next Tuesday, we have girls basketball at Durfee against Brockton. We will have recorded wrestling next Wednesday, the 10th, airing Thursday, the 11th. That's against Bridgewater Raynham. And then Friday, the 12th, before we're back here for hockey on Saturday, Durfee girls hoops at Dartmouth, the DCTV game. As you know, I usually do the away games for Dartmouth for both communities. DCTV will have that game on Friday the 12th. So that's our upcoming broadcast schedule here on Fred TV. Of course, Diamond fans, for the games we're not covering, you know you can find them on the Diamond YouTube channel. Vikings get the face-off here. They don't win it, though. Bengals take it right out of the zone. Almeida tried to dump it back. Loose puck in front. Who will get there first? It's off the boards and now taken out of the zone. Vikings get in it. Kind of a weak shot taken that time by Collins. Didn't get to square up on it. Just went right past the post. And we will have icing. A lot of icing calls here in the third period, making up for the first period when we had basically none. I don't recall any. 2:41 left in the game. Talking about Diamond Hoops earlier in the schedule. We're slated to see our first Diamond Hoops boys on Wednesday the 24th and Tuesday the 30th, and then girls on the 1st of February. So, like as I said, kind of a chunk of Durfee coverage in terms of basketball. Oh no, my bad, excuse me. I do have a girls basketball game slated for Thursday the 18th as well. I must have missed that one. So that's also on the schedule as well. Shot taken, Graydon not able to put the glove on it. It deflected off the pad or the side of the net, one of the two. Hard to tell from this end of the ice. RJ Leach passing back across now to Gavin Peters. First and second lines on the bench for Diamond. Bengals skating it out here. The final 90 seconds from Driscoll. Closing in on win number 4. Yeah, I'm not sure how the looking at the schedule, they don't have the Mount Hope game as a win posted here. So I think the record actually may be incorrect on Arbiter. We'll have to check on that. If that's the case, it would be win number 5. Technically, it is win number 5 because the Mount Hope game for the Prenda Cup does count as a game. It's on the schedule. So I know we said 3-2-1, their record coming in, but it really should be 4-2-1, improving now with the win to 5-2-1. Tri-County, excuse me. That's Diamond's next matchup. South Shore, they're here right now. The Vikings are going to fall to below 500. They'll be 3-4-1, and an offside is called against McCarthy. So he gets the bad news. We're under a minute here. Interesting game tonight. We saw a lot of offense, and we saw it in waves. 10 goals between the two teams. That first period was absolutely wild. Not something you see every day, folks, believe me. 3 goals for Diamond in just over 1 minute's time. That's unbelievable. Totally incredible. And then 2 goals for the Vikings within the 2 minutes after Diamond scored their 3. It's just when you think it's going to be a blowout, the Vikings came right back, cut it to 1. And then in the second period, 2 goals for Diamond in about 2 minutes' time. South Shore answering 30 seconds later. Made it 5-3. All Diamond here in the third. A 7-3 final score. The Bengals defeat the Vikings on home ice. Taking advantage of power plays tonight. 3 for 3 on power plays were the Bengals. 3 of them, and they scored on all 3. And to me, that was the difference maker in the game. A 7-3 final from Driscoll. Remember, folks, as we enter this new year, like and follow us right here on Facebook so you don't miss a minute of live action. This is where we live stream all of our games. On our YouTube channel, we upload the games immediately after we're done going live. Watch it anytime, anywhere, on demand on our YouTube channel. For Daniel Keating running our camera tonight, I'm Evan Massoud. Great to be back with you here as we begin the new year with a win for one of our home teams. 7-3 Diamond over South Shore. Good night.